Hello students, in this video I will explain you company accounts most important concept, that is issue of shares. Here we will understand only journal entries. This video is helpful for CBSE and ICSE 12th class student as well as BCom students even. So here we will understand the most important steps in the process of issue of shares. First, the issue of prospectus, in the sense the company will issue a document containing all best possible information which will be furnished to encourage the investors to invest in company shares, in the sense purchase the shares. The next is receipt of application money. Application money will be received by the company, then the shares will be allotted to the shareholders. So now we will understand the journal entries. In the process of understanding of journal entries, the first is total amount collected at once. If the company is collecting total amount at once, what are the journal entries that will be written? Only two journal entries we will be writing. First one is on receipt of application and allotment money. We call it as application and allotment because we are receiving total amount at once. The entry is bank account data to share application and allotment. Being application money received on so many number of shares at the rate of so much of amount. That is the narration, and narration is very important. You must write the narration. Then next entry is for transfer of application and allotment money to share capital account. Then the entry would be share application and allotment account will be closed by debiting it. So the entry is share application and allotment account data to share capital to securities premium to bank. Then narration. Share capital, we will transfer the amount to share capital. Securities premium, if we are collecting any premium towards the issue of shares, that will be transferred to securities premium account. Suppose if we have received any excess application money or excess application, that money if we are rejecting, then it will be transferred to bank account, transfer through bank account to the applicants. So that is rejected money. Clear? Next, if the total amount collected in installments such as application, allotment, first call, final call, so on, first, second, final call, so on. So that will be given in the question. Accordingly, we must pass the journal entries. So the same first journal entry is on receipt of application money, the same entry, that is bank account data to share application account. Here we call it as only application because we are splitting the amount in the form of allotment and first and final call event. Therefore, we call it as only application. So first entry is bank account data to share application account. Second entry for transfer of application money to allotment. So application account will get closed by debiting. So share application account data to share capital to bank with rejected applications to share allotment. So what will happen here? Bank, in the sense rejected application money will be returned to the applicants, and if the company is making allotment on pro rata basis, pro rata in the sense proportionate basis, in such a case the allotment money will be the excess application money will be transferred to allotment account. So this excess application money adjusted towards allotment. What is pro rata allotment? How the problems will be done? We'll be making the video down the line. You can watch the videos. Next, for amount due on allotment. Here, from allotment onwards, we will first pass a due entry. In accounting, you must bear in mind, we will pass two journal entries. First one is due entry, then receipt or payment entry. Right? So this is the general procedure of accounting. So due entry, in the sense amount receivable towards allotment. So the entry is share allotment account data to share capital to securities premium, if any. If we are collecting any premium, that will be mostly adjusted towards allotment. Therefore, we will be adjusting this amount in allotment only, if any. If it is not there, we don't write. Right? Then share allotment money due. This is the narration. So allotment money due entry, in the sense receivable. We have not yet received this amount. Then for receipt of allotment money, when we receive allotment money, what will be the entry? Bank account data, calls in arrears account data. Calls in arrears in the sense the people to whom we have allotted the shares but they did not make the payment. In that case, their amount will be transferred to an account called as calls in arrears account, so that it will be collected in future. So to the extent of amount not received. To share allotment, to calls in advance. In case if any shareholder pays money in advance, or else even though we did not call the money but he paid excess money, that will be transferred to calls in advance account for the adjustment in the future. So this is the entry for allotment due and allotment receipt entry. Next, for call amount. Call amount, it may be first call, second call, final call. It may be any number of calls, but the entries will remain same. So for call amount, the entries share first, second or final call account data to share capital account. Being call allotment, being first, second or final call money due. Second, for receipt of call amount, the entry is bank account data, calls in arrears. Here also, if we don't receive any money, that will be transferred to calls in arrears to the extent of not received. Then calls in advance account data, whatever calls in advance excess money we have received on allotment, that will be adjusted here. So that's the reason why there we have credited, here we are debiting to adjust. So that is calls in advance account data. To share final call, that is first call, second call or final call, that is call money received. So these are the basic journal entries that will be passed for issue of shares. This will be the very important topic as far as the CBSE, ICSE and BCom students are concerned. Clear? Down the line, we'll make more videos on forfeiture and reissue of shares, as well as pro rata allotment, then issue of shares at a premium, right? Calls in advance. These are the various topics we have. On that individual topics, we'll make the video. So I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe my channel, mentor the trusted guide, and motivate me to make more qualitative and informative videos. Thank you very much.